morning, everyone. Today is Monday, February the 9th. Your Exam 1 essays are due today by noon. However, by the time you see this, that deadline will probably have passed, so I'm sure you've already got that work done. I will start grading today, but it usually takes me a while to get through. Remember that I do give myself a 1 week turnaround time on your exams and your essays. If I grade yours early and ask for any changes or updates, keep in mind that even if you turn it in the next day, I don't grade any rewrites until I've completed everybody's first time through on the grades. Also, I grade all of question 1 first, and then I move to question 2. So if you see a grade for question 1 and you don't get a grade for question 2 for 2 or 3 days, don't be alarmed. That's completely normal. You'll all have a grade by next week, Monday at noon. So that'll be my deadline for getting everything turned back around to you. This week you're going to be working on your Netflix SWOT analysis, and you find the instructions on your course. There's a link over to the side. I believe this is step 3, Netflix SWOT analysis. And what I'm not looking for is a SWOT analysis of Netflix today. I want you to consider the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that face Netflix in 2011 when the Netflix debacle happened, as many people refer to it. This is when the CEO, Reed Hastings, very abruptly announced that they were going to change their pricing structure, and about a month later, I believe, announced that they were going to split the company into two. There was going to be Netflix, and then there was going to be Qwikster, and there was a very big backlash by the customers. So there was a lot of miscommunication here. We're not looking at Netflix because Netflix is a technology company. We're looking at Netflix because technology changed the complete nature of this company. They went from a DVD by mail company to primarily a streaming company. They still do the DVD by mail, but they're most known today for the streaming content that they make available on the web. So logically, it does make sense what they were wanting to do, but it did not sit well with the customers. So there was part of the CYB model there that they did not consider when they were going to announce this. So I want you to look at the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats from 2011, not from today. Okay, if you do it from today, I'm going to ask you to go back and rewrite it. So you're going to have to read everything you can about what happened in 2011 and put together a SWOT analysis for that time. You can give me a SWOT analysis in a chart. Sometimes they're given in like 4 quadrants with strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Sometimes they're presented just in bullet format. Either way you want to do it is fine, but what I would like is if all you do is a bullet format overview of your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, is then give me some description of those strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. I think it's very easy for you to find at least 5 of each. There shouldn't be any problem with you finding 5 strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats for your SWOT analysis. So you're going to complete the SWOT analysis, and then what I want you to do is to consider the change management continuum, the strategic planning process, Porter's 5 forces model, perhaps the CYB model, whatever other theories you think are relevant. And consider all of that for this time period. So you'll submit your SWOT analysis and then answer this question. This is, the screen jumped around on me there. I want you to consider what, in your opinion, is the single most important lesson that can be learned from studying their situation, the SWOT analysis, their choices, the outcomes, and the result in the marketplace. So that's the important lesson, but then I want you to also consider how the theories that we've talked about, these that you're going to consider up here, how could this information, the change management continuum, strategic planning, Porter's 5 forces model, and then others that you might consider relevant, how could those theories, if they had been implemented, have helped Netflix during that time? So that's what I'm looking for. Really, you're doing an analysis of Netflix 2011, not 2015. I want you to complete your work outside of D2L or Brightspace. I know I've heard it referred to as both, so I don't mean to confuse you by saying whichever one, but I'm just not exactly sure how we're supposed to call it today. So do your work outside like normal and then submit your PDF here in the Dropbox. If you have any questions about this project, as always, reach out to me. Let me know what your questions are, and I'll be glad to try to help you make sure you're going down the right path. So have a good week. I look forward to getting your Netflix papers next week, and I look forward to grading your essays from Exam 1 this week. So we will be in touch. Look for some feedback from me in your Exam 1 drop boxes. Have a nice day.